Here's the plan as far as I remember it. Blow down the wall of the fortress with a nuclear cannon, or what may be an ordinary cannon. It's some sort of cannon, I'm not sure. Go in there and rescue the prisoners, which is to say Anya, Set, and Bombate, although I have my suspicions about Bombate. He was just a little too convenient, you know, and then they did find us. Anyway, let's see. And also then leave the fortress, at which point we blow it up with atomic bombs. Well, this seems potentially climactic. We'll see, I guess. See where things go from here. I've already been to the moon. All my friends are already dead.
As you make your way to the cannons there, you're heading in fast and the currents are bound to be strong.
The Baltic Sea, near the coast of Germany. Is Death's Head's fortress still the same one as it was in 1946? Hey, it's this thing.
Ready to payload.
We are getting close. 200 meters. 100 meters. 50 meters.
There it is. I don't know how to. Turns out it's the left mouse button. Oh hell yes! Spindly talk! I wondered how we were going to take the wall out if it wasn't with nukes. Ha! Alright. Time to storm what might as well be Castle Wolfenstein. Though I believe technically it is not. Okay, does this place have a name? Compound. Death's Head's compound. Okay. It was called something else once, I think. Like... I can't actually look at the concept art until you go back to the menu, but there was some name for the old fortress. It wasn't very interesting.
Anya, I'm coming for you.
Ah, the villain monologue. Yeah, I love my ilg. The what? Are they like super soldaten? I'm not quite sure. I like how he just kind of veers from Nazi glorification stuff into just, you know, crazy super science. Release the machine men. Anyway, that crazy fucker destroyed a civilization. Several, in fact. There are obviously some costs too high to pay for progress.
I'm in your house, Jim. Is this the day?
Macht und Wissenschaft. Die Stark des Stahls. Ah, fuck. Great start. I should probably be using a gun here. At least a silenced handgun. With an option on being a real gun pretty soon, I think. Nice. It's an odd kind of statue. The idealized, faceless, limbless stormtrooper. Well, I'm not sure whose ideal it is. Ein Herz, ein Weil, ein Reich. Oh, okay, let's go loud. Should have just started loud. Ah, it's this guy. Fuck you. Hey, nice. I guess there are still perks for me yet to get. Okay. What else have I got? Got this. Not really time for marksmaning yet. But it might be time for some shotguns. Flechettes sure do rip a person to pieces. Well, I say person, but these are Nazis. The difference is kind of the point of the game. Okay, that's good. Ranged. The music is low-key for sure, but pretty good. I've registered my standard preferences earlier, I think. So someone was coming at me from quite a long way away. Oh! It says it's actually not someone. I made a mistake. It's everyone. Well, everyone can play at that game. Kind of the definition of everyone. My question is, how will you maintain your conquest of the world when you are a pink mist? There's someone left here. Possibly quite a lot of people. I mean, I imagine the fortress is like literally full of soldiers. There he is. General Strass. Totenkopf, as he prefers to be called. Okay, that's a big thing. Let's switch modes to a laser weapon here. The thing about laser weapons is they keep robots like suppressed, basically. It's just a much easier way to take them out. This one's not quite as good, the laser Kraftwerk, because although it does more damage, it doesn't fire as fast. Yeah, I thought I was going to have a slight problem with that thing. Okay, I clearly need to do more explosions. Is this the Machine Man foreshadow? What parasite? What? What is he talking about? Does he want to be a robot? Is Death's Head trying to replace humans entirely? He's nuts. Super crazy. Bug fuck insane. Aha! Recharge a couple of things. More than one gun even. How many laser rifles do I have on me exactly? Nice. Ah, they're already. Cool. Let's proceed with extreme prejudice. The cells are in the lower part of the compound. Can I see anything down there? A hole, okay. Achtung! Could this be the final Achtung of the game? Die Stark? Die Stahl in unseren Herzen. My German is not good enough to know what that means. Starkes Herz, Starkes Stahl. Is it DNA? Yeah, he's definitely doing some kind of weird shit experiments to make... Whether it's to make super soldiers or like actual robot bodies or something, I do not know. I think the parasite waddling he referred to earlier was probably like humanity itself, with the brain being Death's Head's preferred self. he doesn't like this, does he? Apparently not. I could have sworn... Yeah, there it is. I learned this on the moon. This gun is really cool because it's versatile, right? You can get one or two of them, you can swap between sniper rifle modes and laser gun modes. Weird, but it works. Hey, I could totally sneak in there. Slightly redundant at this point, but why not? I could possibly have gone around this whole area, I guess. I still could, since I don't really want it to be shot at all that much. Yeah, let's progress this way instead. Where will this let me out? Other side of the rotunda, maybe? Aha. Of course, everyone's already on the alert, so they might actually be waiting for me to pop out here, but only if they're smart. One of them was smart, I guess. That doesn't seem like a great place to attack from, ultimately. Yeah, no. Not with the shotgun guy. Alright, I'm going back around here then. Let's swap to... assaulting. Hello, I saw them. Nice try, mate. But not that nice. Why won't you die? Gosh, bullets are just so ineffective against their armor. Cool, cool. There's this big guy. Grenade or two, plus some laser blasts to do it. Ah, no, actually rockets are the canonical super good way to take those out. I learned this in the past. Hang on, that didn't work so well. Ah, one more did it. Oh, I think I will. Maybe the primitive which Death seeks to cast away is actually like the bulk of humanity, but not referring, I guess, to him. Alright, can I go through here? No, but also yes. Presumably some sort of switch will let me in. Maybe? Yes, good. Hey, nice. Got some extra powers up here. Presumably they wanted to use this stuff to defend against me. It didn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna grab one of these machine gun things here. If they're gonna pull this. The architecture here reminds me of the entrance to the London Nautica, designed by the same person, of course. Hello. I could make my way around here once again. Ah, finally! I faced one of these guys while holding an actual really good gun. I never did get the throwing knives achievement. Not enough sneaking. Another one that's cool, a perk which I've never really tried to get, is called Vampire, which you get by taking down people while having overcharge. So you have to pick up health that you don't need, and then rapidly, while you've still got it, kill them from stealth. This gives you, I think, health regen on takedowns? Anyway, it's not that big a deal. But this is a big deal. Oh. Yeah. Pretty much the only way to deal with them at close range and tight quarters, use their own weapon. It's no good. No good. Let's switch to something else to got rocket ammo for. Hello. Oh, you look like a friendly gun. Look like the kind of gun I'd like to get to know intimately. Well, no. Okay, let's dial that back a little. Looks like the kind of gun I'd like to use to kill my enemies with. Yep, this is certainly resulting in them being killed. Oops, I guess this ammo isn't quite infinite. Oh shit! How did he get there? Didn't actually realize he could come around this way. Gosh, that was surprising to me. Nearly led to a problem. Let's try this again. Yeah. Guys on the bridge, anyone left? Yes, there is. Some of the rocket launcher needs to stop. Actually, I think they're technically rocket-propelled grenades. It's still a rocket, you know, there's a rocket involved doing the propelling. What am I doing? I've got an appropriate weapon for this situation. Kind of got an fuck. Ah, someone snuck around and flanked me again, didn't they? I was doing well for a while. I totally epitomized the, you know, ruthless, indefatigable commando and so on. Let's try that last bit one more time. This time... Actually, I think my tactics of last time were pretty good. Maybe just don't make that one mistake again. Though there is, I believe, a rather dangerous enemy in this area, so I have to be careful. Yep, there he is. Owned. But I too am owned, took lots of damage and so on. I'll recoup. I've never actually gone down there, I wonder what's up. Well, first I've got to get rid of all the giant robots and so on. That is definitely the priority. So this time, can I see anyone who's going to sneak up on me as I try and use the gun and take them out first, maybe? Such as that guy. He would have tried to flank me. Still will, I guess, since I can actually kill him. Basically, it's people coming from the sides which are the threat, because the big robot enemies are too unwieldy. They can't really get at me while I'm up here. Aha! I saw that. That's... oh no, I think I blew up the machine gun. Oh... I should probably have checked myself before I wrecked myself. Crap. Well, let's hope it's still good. Sometimes they can be sort of regenerated or whatever, right? Aye. Although, actually... oh, how did... oh, what happened to me last time? So I now don't really have enough health to carry out my original plan. Gotta stick around the sides here instead and grab some more health and stuff while standing in places where they can't all hit me at once. There's some armor from one of the robots, I guess. Now, with if I use a few rockets to take out one of them, I should be able to unleash the cannon thing on the other. Oh no, hang on. Gantry guys. Also, that. This is quite a dangerous situation for them. Oh, I overshot there. I stayed in there a little longer than I should have. I thought I had enough armor to tank it until I could regen. I did not. Okay, let's modify the plan. I won't try and do the same thing 3 times in a row. This time I'll come in from the other direction, more straight up. Avoid aggroing the shotgun guys at all. Try and take out the people in the gantries from back here. And use rockets and lasers and stuff to just shoot the robots. Oh, that's not what I want. Why is he alive? Is he alive? Does Death says robot plan advanced that far? Come on. Yeah. You can't take that for long. There's another one now, of course, because killed one of the guys. Oh crap, what is this thing? And this guy. Well, I can do a bunch of damage at least. And then retreat to the courtyard, I guess. I think there might be another one or two of the big guns lying around here. Certainly a bunch of ammunition. Where did I leave the other one, if so? Over here? Ah, yes, I think this might still have ammo in it. Let's find out. I'm not sure why the robot has retreated. It does still have ammo. There we go. That was moderately effective. I've been bruised. I thought I'd won, but I hadn't won. Bad mistake to make. Okay. We will stop this now. Oh, there's an Uber soldier left. I'm not sure how well these guys do against snipers. Fairly well, it seems. Fairly well, fair enough. Lasing it is. Out of battery for that one. But I have, of course, multiple laser rifles to my name, like any reasonable person. I mean, like any reasonable person in the circumstances, which are highly unreasonable circumstances. Okay. It wasn't okay. Okay. Can I enter the gosh darn room? Like, this is turned into a huge drama. I'll just go into this one building. There's still a shotgun guy in the walls somewhere. He'll be hanging out for me if I head in that direction. Which I therefore will not take it. Here's one of the flankers. Assholes. I heard gunfire, or possibly flechette fire. How many of you assholes are there? Okay, I want to be over here because there's laser charge over here. Let's swap once again to multi-laser mode. I'm pretty invincible when standing next to one of these things. Well, recharge time notwithstanding. Right. Oh, what was that? It was a mistake is what it was. Here's another guy. There are so many Nazis. I guess this is to be expected. I'm, breaking into what must possibly be the most secure prison cells in the world, ultimately, since this is like the Chief Research Base and Command Outpost of the Minister of Science of the Third Reich, which rules the world. So, yeah. I'll forgive them if you... This guy hasn't noticed a fight's going on, I guess. Well, I've disabused him of that lack of a notion. Right. Shall we move on? An Iron Eagle. Think not. So I need to... Hello. I know where this is. This is the bottom of some stairs I've seen from the top before when moving around to flank, which means there's actually a guy up there. I wonder if I need to kill that guy just in order to be safe, basically. Well, let's find out. He would be this way? Yes. Ha! No shotgun ways will not take me by surprise. Again. They did many times before. But I mean, I've been de-surprised thoroughly at this point. Okay. What? Where? You. Learn to die. It's not going to end well for any of them. Anyone left? Yes. It's possible, of course, that new guys are actually coming in from each direction. So I can't just kind of keep faffing around here forever. At some point I'll have to defaff. I can just get upstairs to recharge my guns one more time. Then I'll look for a way out. The extra sound effects aren't that good. Okay, so that way, I know where it goes, but this... What am I about to see? Nothing special. I guess they didn't think I'd make it this far.
The U-boat is in position. Everything according to plan.
Alright. Honest man. Got brains attached to what look like artificial spines. Contorted organs? Wow, that's a very Nazi point of view, I must say. I guess that's his job. Organs? Brains, in fact, all of them brains. This is Death's Head's lab. Ho 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 ho. It's like Leonardo da Vinci's famous drawing, but for the super soldaten. They did mention on the moon that there was a new generation of them being developed. Is that really what he thinks the future of the human race is? Sorry, the Aryan race? Presumably. Well, his future is atoms. Nice computer. Actually, that's a really modern computer compared to most of the stuff I've seen, since it is 1960. Oh dear.
As the synthetic tetanus wasn't further inhibits your nervous system, shutting down your motor faculties, you'll find it harder and harder to do. There we are.
Over. We kan ikke rigtig tåen, men besäftigt. En wieder in Berlin, um den letzten Dreckshaufen zu beseitigen, den Captain Blazkowicz vor unserer Tür hinterlassen hat.
Ich habe ein Geschenk für dich, mein Schatz.
Wirklich? Ich liebe Geschenke. Zeigst es mir?
Dir zeige ich doch alles.
Where did he sink that hook in?
Ruby, dein Geschenk ist kostbarer als alles, was ich mir hätte erträumen können.
They've done a pretty good job of surgery on Frau Engel.
Aufschneiden.
Gerne.
This is no good at all.
My life, you understand? My everything. Warmblood, the smell.
Speaking of vampire, there is actually. There's a bunch of bullets in it. Probably had an effect on the progress of the drug. Yeah, you enjoy. Whew. Yeah, I'm guessing the brain trauma and the long, slow recovery has already bypassed those motor pathways. Ouch. So much for Booby. Whatever his name really was. Okay, no, BJ's not entirely okay here, is he?
Not going now. Not yet. Not
Not
until
yet.
she's safe.
Just move. Just fucking... Yeah. That's pretty much the relationship he's had with elevators for the whole game.
Is ready when you are, blazkowicz. Soon as you get our people out of the compound, we'll swoop in and pick you up.
Yes. Or at least Anya. That's, I think, priority one. These are prison cells, alright. Oh!
William,
Nice.
what happened to you? You're bleeding.
Nice slave rebellion.
We thought we would be escaping all on our own. Good to see ya, Blazkowicz. Just a hoya, man.
Let's get out of here.
Sorry about doubting you, Bombardi.
This elevator has seen
Yeah, sorry about that. Oh. Wait, where are the other prisoners?
Blazkowicz, help me out.
Yeah, sure. It's not like I'm, dying of neurotoxins or something.
Thank you.
We'll get you out of there. We'll go somewhere. I believe there are still places on this earth where people can go and live happy.
I believe so too. Not for me and for you.
I know where it's going. The top of the fortress. Death's Head has summoned us.
What are you doing in there? An old friend come to visit? I haven't had a visitor like you in a long time.
You never had a visitor like BJ.
We have met before. I think today we meet for the last time. Captain Blazkowicz. Still fighting after all these years. I remember your friend. I savor his memory.
How literally do you mean that?
You remember him?
What?
In work like this
What? That bottle, it said...
Pointless instinct, not fit for the master race. Auf die Platte!
I was confused, you see, because the bottle said William Strauss instead of Fergus Reed.
People like you, all you pay is death and destruction. I would ask you to consider, in the end we will be judged. Not by what we have destroyed, but what we have created.
Fergus.
Can you grasp the splendor of it? The intelligence of the human brain, amalgamated with the efficiency and obedience of the machine. Machine man, clear the room.
Gotta get out of here.
Well, this sucks. Knife doesn't seem like the best way to go up against this thing. There's probably some way to make it work. Neurotoxins aside. Well, there's a pretty good charger location. If I could find any kind of weaponry. Health is not bad. Perhaps if I start cutting it up with the knife, I can cut one of his laser arms off and use that. Yeah, I think I probably should, yeah.
It's a glorious machine. You should appreciate it.
Well, on one level I appreciate it. Mostly not, though. So how much did I... Even the grenade doesn't crack this thing open for long. I think that's my last one, but oh. How do I get inside that shell? The knife is just not effective here.
Fergus. You in there?
Blazkowicz. I'm a nightmare. Swap and sound machine. Brought more control of my options. Anything. Please. Let me die.
I'll see you soon, Fergus.
Yeah,
In a better
probably.
place than this.
At least in BG's theology. Wow. But yeah, Death's Head's machine is kind of vulnerable to Disla grenades. Oh, he's got another one. Alright.
Prometheus, I steal fire from the gods. It's my shield. Beautiful.
does seem to be shielding him somewhat effectively. But there must be a way around it. Oh, don't go near that thing. Okay, that's good. So how can I... Perhaps if I get up close to him I can get within the shield? Seems like a bad idea intuitively, but... Okay, no, I just kind of bounce off the thing. Oddly, my weapon has also been discharged. I think when I touched it, it drained the power of this thing entirely. I think I can simply overload it. Oh, wow. I've been extremely and severely injured. The storm itself. Dang. He's really bought into his own mythos, hasn't he? Oh. Hey, maybe he was right to do that. So when I zap him, is that dealing me damage? No, I think it's just that I was getting hit. I think. Beautiful. Basically, just couldn't not get hit by it. Does that mean that if I was to... Oh, shit. So I could try grenades, but also I could try taking out those channeling things he's using. He's really enjoying this, isn't he? Like, you got to give Death's Head that. He knows how to be a final boss. From Chapman Steel. He's like putting together every theme you could possibly want, all of them at once. My armor reaches into the skies. So if I force him once again to start recharging his shield. Oh. We should do a bit more damage than this, I think. Right now. So that thing that is clearly doing something beneficial to him. Perhaps I can destroy it when he's not powering up from it instead of when he is. That might work better. Oh, hello. There's a place I could go there. Oops. Not right now, though. Maybe later on. There's one on the other side as well. Oh, shit. Well, another try. I've got some ideas this time. So I could try and destroy the storm coil thing that's letting him recharge his shield, or I could head into these side areas using the power of cutting. I'm not sure what the benefits of being here are, but there probably are some. For example, access to weaponry. Yes, that seems beneficial. Perhaps I can simply overload him now with this kind of arsenal. There's a lot of overcharge I've got. I do. Well, then maybe I can... Hello? Holy shit! Maybe I can take out the electric batteries. Hang on, this thing, the blimp is like channeling the lightning. There's one more Zeppelin. This is kind of hilarious. Evo. I wonder how much he believes of what he's saying. Not necessarily a lot, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't need to believe it. He's got the power to force other people to act as if it's true. Rockets, good. And then over here, yes, I can use another AA gun to target the other Zeppelin. If I make it there alive. Health, yes, good. I am. Yours specifically. Call the storm to you, why don't you?
General, before the day is done, I will have you at the end of my blade and force your surrender.
Did he fall through here? I wonder if he survived even that. Yep. Temporarily. Your robot thing is tough. There's only so many rockets it can take, though. There's also only so many rockets I have. So what now? Bullets seem less effective. When it does that, it seems like it might be being made vulnerable somehow. Which is academic, of course, if I die here. Wow, this whole place is becoming alarming to be in. Perhaps intentionally. Oh no. I need to get out of this hole I've fallen into. Crap. Okay. That was extremely inconvenient. Very bad timing. Where even is he? I feel like if I pump enough bullets into this thing, maybe it will go away and leave me alone. Oh. Alright, so on the... Did they give enough bullets? Let's fall back to good old assault rifles. Wow. The area is becoming extremely hellish. Damn it. Okay. So I don't yet know whether I was doing the right thing there, whether it really just is a massive bullet sponge. But there's certainly a chance that was the right thing to be doing.
Before the day is done,
Seems worth another try. Suddenly the arena was getting more and more smoke-filled and so on, as if something was happening. Seemed like some sort of effect was being had, by me no less, on him. Taking way too much damage there to carry out the plan in that way. Gotta get a little further way, pick him off his health, charge, etc. Come on, how much punishment can this warframe of his take? Probably quite a lot. Like you would expect it would be extremely tough. Oh, did I see? There was a health pick there that I've failed to pick up, which was my downfall. I died right in front of another one too. Just gotta be more careful, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm doing damage to him. I just need to do enough of it. Oh, okay, that was not the way to go. That was weird. At first I was paying attention to my health, and it looked like he wasn't doing damage very fast. So I felt emboldened and went after him. But then I kind of died entirely. I don't know. Just gonna pick up all the ammunition I can before I go down there, I think. There was some here which I had not yet collected. Grenades and so on, and obscure weapons and bits. Basically, I just need to put myself in the best possible position to do damages, and then go and do them.
Crawl down a hole, General. Don't say it. I'm coming for you.
It's true. Where is he? He's not going to be visible till I drop down, is he? I think if I start moving when he starts firing, he doesn't really reorient. So that makes it kind of safe-ish to attack him at those points. I wonder how well the shotgun fletchettes would work on him. I certainly have the opportunity to find out. I'm not convinced that was particularly helpful. Oh, it seems like it did damage, just not very much. Oh, flames. More flames. All sorts of bad stuff. Oh crap. I saw health and didn't grab it once again. Where is it? There. Died moments from health back once again. Should I look for some special thing to do? I think I just need to do damage. I'm not doing enough. Pretty sure. Just gotta hit him hard for a long time. I don't know why I'm so sure of that. It just seems feasible, basically. The fact that he makes screaming noises when he gets hit indicates to me that he's not liking it, right? And that hitting him more is a good thing. Took way too much damage there for no particular gain. So, have I got any laser ammo? Yes. Can't see him anymore. Where is the general? Oh, that suddenly did a lot of damage. He seems to not hit me most of the time, but I think when he does hit, he hits really hard on an individual hit basis. I think that's what's going on. Oh, wow. Also, it just gets more and more dangerous to be anywhere whatsoever. Fuck. Very bad. Very, very bad indeed. Awful. Unacceptable. Can't deal with this at all. 4 hit points, too low. Okay, here's what I should do. I should prep my weapons more. I should at least set these up and recharge them. It's kind of a bare minimum. And the laser craft work as well, because it's another thing that pumps up high damage if charged. Pumps out, I mean. That's charged. And then these... shotguns are not going to be so good. Yeah, I think that's my best bet so far, that combination of things.
Won't save you. I'm coming for you.
Right. He hit me with something there which I didn't like. I'm not sure what it was. I do think his attacks are mostly irrelevant. You just have to like not stand still and let him actually just straight up hit you, basically. Did you say senses? Senseless? It's on the side of this thing? Weird. I grabbed some more rocket ammo at some point. That's a big help. Possibly. Seems like a big help. I think the rockets do damage to him. Specifically high damage. They do high damage to everything else. Yeah. Man, this becomes claustrophobic. It's essentially just like a confusing nightmare. Two old soldiers kind of storming around hoping they're even hurting each other. Well, I'm hoping that. He probably feels certain he is hurting me. So... right, I'm out of special ammo once again. What does it take? Why won't he die? I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to use the laser craft work. Okay.
Before the day is done, I will have you at the end of my blade to force your surrender.
Am I missing any special things in the environment? I don't know. That seems to work extraordinarily well. Well, if I hadn't just stood there taking all the hits, adding in the laser craftwork damage probably would have done the trick.
Before the day is done, I will have you at the end of my blade to force your surrender.
So, just kind of playing better then. Let's get up further away from him, switch to this thing. Put it in does damage mode. His machine is spewing more and more fire and setting everything else exploding. Oh shit. I think part of why I take so much damage is that I'm standing next to a pipe or something and it will catch fire and I won't notice. Like, for example there, he wasn't attacking me but I suddenly died. Is that because I was standing next to a cop which began semi-silently spewing fire? Is that what happened to me?
I will have you at the end of my blade to force your surrender.
I think perhaps it is. Basically I just need to... oh, see, I was taking damage there. Lots of damage. Suddenly. Why? Fuck! Lots of fight sudden damage again. What the hell? I just kind of just start dying. I think it's due to environmental damage, which is hard to spot, which sucks. I don't like that aspect of the fight at all, if that's what's going on. It must be, I think. It's just too hard to notice and tell. The arena is essentially the enemy, if that's really how it's working. The fact that there are charge stations at all implies to me that this is a good way to be going. Oh, I'm taking damage suddenly again. Why? There wasn't any environmental damage on that occasion. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was dying from the environment each time, and then once I stopped doing that, and yeah.
Captain Blazkowicz, this is a good one.
Essentially, once I got the reflex of notice I'm taking damage and move frantically.
Inhale. Count 4. Exhale.
A bad person. Still alive somehow. Well, not anymore.
Captain, we are in position. The nuclear cannon is armed. Permission to fire?
A mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning. And her name, Mother of Exiles. Emma, you're tired. You're bored. Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these. The homeless. Tempest-tossed. To me.
Can you hear me, Captain? Am I clear to fire?
You're clear.
I believe that the stars keep shining all through the night.
Roll credits.
I believe if we just keep trying, it'll be alright.
So, the implication here is the commanding compound that's super science monstrosities and Nazi Command HQ gets nuked with BJ still inside of it. That will certainly be a great blow to the regime. Also a significant blow to Blazkowicz. But he did his job.
I believe that someday we'll be satisfied. I believe the angels listen, God hears us pray.
This is a pretty good song. I'm willing to go through the credits for this.
In a beautiful day.
So, let's talk about that game. That was... It was a linear story FPS as expected. It was basically an action and stealth game. But it was done really well. So, I think think that's the most fun I've had in a... fun, not always fun, the most entertained I've been by a first-person shooter since Half-Life 2, I think. That just kind of took a formula, added a few little bits to it, and polished it while making the... Well, what made it work so well? The setting was brilliant. The idea to jump ahead to go... So, yeah, still in the World War II stuff, fighting against Nazis but with super science, and then you lose, right? And jump ahead and they've conquered the world. And now you're trying to fight back. Trying, because, you know, one destroyed fortress does not, of course, a regime topple. It just works really well. The story is just much better than you would expect for a World War II game. Because it isn't a World War II game, it's a projection of that evil into a stabilized, but not really stable, future. Decent characters, a few amusing moments. You get to go to the moon, and the game presents people who are really evil, and whether you can really beat them is in question, but you sure can fight them, so you do. So. Pretty amazing they managed to take a pseudo character like BJ Blazkowicz, who's, you know, been the star of about 15 games at this point, and provide sort of a personality and relationships and motivations. Of course, it's an interpretation. It's kind of like taking essentially an established IP and reinterpreting it, which often ends up in quite creative directions. It's not a very definitive game. Like, we don't know things like who was really ruling the whole Reich, what happens to Frau Engel apart from she's super mad, does BJ die in nuclear fire, etc. It's not, you know, can the world really be saved? It doesn't answer those questions. It gets you to play through one story. And I think they did a good enough job of showing the world as, you know, absurd as it was, because it's an absurd world. It's also just, there's just enough realism in it that you feel like what the fictional Nazis have done in this place cannot last forever, because they are deluded and insane and nothing, although they think that they build, or Deathshead thinks that he's creating and everyone else is destroying what he's creating. He's wrong, clearly, and people will always be fighting back against his creations, so yeah, it will change someday is the impression I got. Like, if I wanted to sum up where I think the story would go, it seems to me that it would be like, well, this is a small victory, there's probably some losses and things, but eventually things fall, because they basically, yeah, can't go on that way forever. Of course, they could do a lot of damage first. Certainly all the characters in the game were damaged people. I liked that. They were all in their 40s or 30s mostly, and had suffered all these forms of pain and damage in this broken world, but held on long enough to come together and accomplish something. Deathshead was the worst of them, and he was doing the worst of the things they were doing, and they stopped him at least. Maybe that's enough. It's something. It was fun also as an action game, you know, not too much of a confusing variety of things you can do. Possibly the laser craft goes a little too far in that direction. In general, it's like a fairly small vocabulary of weapons and so on, but they're all good ones, basically. I liked every gun and every kind of action you could take. Even the slide tackle thing I ended up pretty good at in the end. So, yeah, I wasn't particularly good at the game. That was me on normal difficulty. The middle 1 out of 5. Would have died a great deal on anything above that. But yeah, it was nice to have a game with an interesting enough story and characters to justify going back there and doing the you fight Nazis thing again. They actually made it seem like a worthwhile thing to do. topical, of course. It's, we live now in a world where, as I record this video, people are having to fight neo-Nazis who are attacking and killing them in real life. That is happening. So, although this is an absurd video game, it is good in a way to be reminded that we've seen sort of the depths of evil that humanity's capable of, and we keep making, to this day, all these reminiscences and texts and video games and about how badly it needs to be stopped and with what cool science fictional weapons. Unfortunately, not all of that really translates, but yeah. Surprisingly good game and interesting for the moment in time. I'm glad it's not real, even though there's cool super science. I do not want to be an action hero. Some people may have to be. What was that helicopter noise at the end? Perhaps they picked up BJ after all. Thanks for watching.